Jesus, do you see all that traffic? Look at that BeyondATC traffic doing its thing. Holy crap. Welcome into another Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 live stream. And that is some pretty cool traffic. Uh-oh, hold on. Now that I've spoken too soon, what do we got going on here? Oh, no, it's holding. It's holding. Oh, a little close, a little close. That is really cool. That was awesome. I'm telling you, this is what makes BeyondATC the premier, in my opinion, ATC product in the flight sim community in terms of AI. Of course, in terms of AI, you can't replicate VATSIM, Pilot Edge, right? You can't replicate real people. But when it comes to AI, this is the bomb diggity, no doubt. Again, welcome back to another Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 live stream. Those sounds, right? Yeah, blasting. My ears were like blasting to turn it down a little bit. I know I said I wasn't going to stream today, or I was going to take today off, but you know what? I said the hell with it. I'm going to do a flight anyways. And today, we welcome back the classic, the legend, into our stream. And that, of course, is me, as P2 said, the Lexgen. No, that's a lie. This is going to be a Pilot's Life Chapter 2 flight today. A Pilot's Life Chapter 2. I did a flight last night. And we are also, if you do not know, we also, thanks to the wonderful help, all the amazing help from our legend on the channel, here is New Sky. So this is also going to be a New Sky flight. This isn't a New Sky route with FlyLex, but this is a New Sky flight. So we'll be using NewFly and APL to track this flight in the sim. And our friend over on, here, has done some amazing work to the back end here into our airline. So we go to My Airline here, we can see the FlyLex guy here. And so he's added in all, well, this is me, I think. Right, hold on. No, this is him, I think. He did all this wonderful work here. And then we have, he also did the awards, right? Yeah, the first flight's on here as well. This is the first flight's tour. And so he did set up the first flight's tour on here, so that's really awesome of him. So yeah, give it shout out to our good friend Irishman, the legend of Irishman, who comes in here many of times, inks out many memberships to the channel. He's been a very great friend to make here on the stream. Here he is on the leaderboards here. We have Nate, we have P2, we have Master Copy, Irishman, and then of course you have myself. I don't know why you all are NAs. I don't know what's going on there. And then here are our planes we currently have. We're going to add on a bunch more. Please place them in Discord for the planes you want. These are just basic ones for now. The A320 and 319, both the SL versions and the non-SLs. The IAEs and the CFMs are all in there. So feel free to pop in anything you want in the New Sky Discord chat. So, again, this is really cool, though. It does track everything you do within the plane. It doesn't really build routes, per se. You have to input that from the airline. So, for example, this is FlyLex. We'll import our own routes into it. You know, it's a very good tracker. I love the way that it tracks the center line. I think that's my favorite aspect of it all, is it tracks the center line. No other career mode that I am familiar with, at least, tracks the center line within the sim. So today's flight, you see up there at the top, we're doing Atlanta. Here we are in Hotlanta. We're going to Lexington, Kentucky. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a add-on. There's a freeware on flightsim.to, but apparently it's broken in FlightSim 2024. So I decided to go with the default Lexington. So we'll have default Lexington, but we have this Imagine Sim Atlanta, which my only gripe with it is that the grass is all flat. It's all 2D grass. I would like to see, since it's 2024 optimized, quote unquote, I'd love to see them actually add the grass blade feature into it. That'd be kind of nice, you know. But whatever. It's still a very nice airport, and you know, if you do have the default Atlanta is very good as it is. This just adds a little bit more realism, I guess, to it. And you know, it's not a bad price, and it's fairly good for optimization overall. So happy with that. Let's go take a look at the chat. We got P2 in here as always, a legend himself, a master copy in here as well. Let's see, we have Thomas in here. Welcome in, Thomas. And let's see, what do we got going on? The morning BeyondATC cut me off as well. Oh no. Had to come back and try it again. Catch me. I use AI. I use an AI called Character AI on my phone for ATC. Oh, interesting. What else we got? I have no idea. I gotta figure it out. You cannot get Say Intentions or BeyondATC on the Xbox. You have to use default, unfortunately. Every dollar keeps the mods away from banning Lex. Just adding for that bot alert. You're on strike one, Lex. Welcome in again to the stream, everyone. Okay, so let's go on in. Today, we are in the 737 Max. Ooh, we're going to be maxing out today. So we don't have CPDLC from BeyondATC today, unfortunately, as the Max does not have that capability. There are a couple CPDLC programs out there, so maybe they'll find a way to access the API from BeyondATC and be able to use those externally, and then be able to use us for every single aircraft. Or BeyondATC can incorporate it directly into their app, which would be really, really cool. Have a button that does have the ability to do CPDLC in every single aircraft. But for now, we do not have that capability. And I just noticed, guess what? My iFLY plugin is not loaded. That's no good. That's no good. Let's see, iFLY plugin. I have to restart the flight, don't I? Yeah, I have to restart the flight. I don't know why that's all of a sudden just stopped working. That's unfortunate. Really, really cool traffic going on here. All right, let's go ahead and I'm going to restart it. We'll restart strike 2 for Lex. Strike 2, I say. I think I figured out the nav light situation. Okay, Master Copy. Yeah, give us tips on that. Give us tips, because I did a flight last night in a 319 and I did not get dinged on it. I did not get dinged with APL. I got dinged for something else. I came in too hot. Oh no, it's still not working. Uh-oh. Maybe I have to end the flight, I guess. Let's go back to the main menu. Back to the menu we go. I know. I knew. Alright. We're gonna go, where were we? We were parked over here somewhere. I'm just gonna park her here. Okay. Start. So if you start the flight with New Sky, it doesn't want you to leave the flight in New Sky. You have to hit the restore button. So let's see if I can remember to do that. But first we need to make sure this iFLY is working. And then see if we can get BeyondATC to load in traffic again. You have to restart the sim? The whole sim? No way. Really? I don't want to do that. You do. God damn it. Didn't I do it before where it just worked? I thought I had it before where it didn't work. Alright. Let's restart the sim, and we're starting off on a great stream today. Before I do that, actually, I'm going to check the plugin. I'm going to check the plugin. So I'm going to check my file and see why it's not loading. It should be loading by default. So I'm going to go to my exe file. And let's see, iFLY right there. Disabled false. Yeah, it should be loading. It should very well be loading. I wonder why it's not loading properly. Oh well. Let me load it, make sure. And launch the sim. So what I was doing was cutting off the engines and submitting the flight. Just now I hooked up the GPU and I didn't get dinged for it. So I gotta do an extra step since the update. So what I was doing was cutting off the engines and submitting the flight. Ah. So was it turning off the nav lights then? Because you were just turning off the engines and then there was no power, so was it just turning off the lights then? Is that what was happening? That's interesting. That's very, very interesting. I think, I don't remember, in the FENIX, I always connect the GPU. I always taxi the gate, connect the GPU, and then switch over to external power. That's always how I do it. Yeah, okay, yeah, so it was just cutting off the power. Okay, okay, that makes sense. Okay. That's interesting, though. I wonder if that's a feature... So you said it was with the new update for the big FENIX update. That's interesting. I wonder if that's realistic. I guess probably. There's no power, so it's you know, using less resources as it needs to get things going. That'd be my guess. All right, let's try this again, shall we? All this exciting start, and then just a flop of an intro. I'm determined to fly the max today. It's going to happen. Alright, we're going to APL. There's some damn good traffic there in BeyondATC. I wish you can set this by default. I don't want the satellite view on, I want blend view on. I wish you can have it so it just defaults to that view. Let's go here. This is where we were parking. Start. I think this is actually the first time that I've tested the max since I've done that pre-cache little trick. I think this is the first time I've tested it. Because I tried that last week, right? Yeah, I tried it last week, and I didn't fly the max at all last week. This is my first time flying the max in, what, a week and a half or so? Alright, let it settle down, let it settle down. Settle, settle. Just relax, gonna be alright. Okay, there's the hair. And there's a tablet. Cool. Alright, we're back in the sim. Let's get BeyondATC cranking. I never done that. It just cut and submit. Oh, okay, so I guess now I gotta do it more real about it. P2's gonna be in a meeting. Be right back. Gotcha, P2. We'll be waiting for you. All right, so we have BeyondATC loading in the background. Let's go ahead and get things rolling here then in the aircraft, since we actually have an aircraft that's working again. And I have to figure out why that plugin's not working. Why randomly? It must have been with the last iFLY update that came out. Okay, system page, sim menu. We're going to go to ground support. We're going to connect the GPU. We're going to go back to the menu, performance mode. And then we're going to go to weights and balances. Before we do that, we're going to go up here to the top. We're going to turn on the external power. We'll go down here, ground power. And then we're going to go to navs. Heats. Oh, hold on. We got to hit the button for New Sky as well. Let's see. New Sky says exit. Flight detected. Next. Next. And restore. All right. New Sky's back to working again. Oscar, welcome in. Art of the Dice, welcome in. What's up? Flying to Edinburgh. Really nice. I learned how to land. Fantastic. Oscar says, bro, I just reinstalled the sim, max 8 3 times, delete the rolling cache, still can't enter the aircraft. You still can't enter the aircraft? Really? Like, what happens? Like, is it just blank or what? Let's go over here. Let's get our lights working. And we're cruising up to flight level 350 today. Although P2 said I don't have to do that, even though I still do it. And then we're going to go APU on. And those are all set. Beautiful, grand. Alright, let's go back over here to the side. Passengers, let's go ahead and get our briefing panel. We're going to fetch it. Fetch the panel. And doing a payload today of total passengers 108. 108, and the cargo today is 3780. Mathing this early for me would make that 1850. Let's do 1850. That should be pretty damn close. All right, and then we're gonna go to fuel. Fuel block, our block fuel is 10,276, and we're taxiing out at 420. And our planned trip today is 46 71. Cool, grand. Set the fuel, set the payload, 124.1. Let's see, 121.2, pretty close. And complete. Okay, we'll keep that still because we need that. We're gonna go down here to the bottom. We're gonna go to, there's A cars here, but it doesn't have like our A cars. We're gonna go to, ooh, I forgot I can use my little guy here. So I'm using my WinWing McDo. I know this is not for the Airbus. Using my McDo in this beautiful plane. So I'm gonna hit some buttons. Got that going. Let's go to route. Let's go and request it. Oh, that's so cool. I forgot that I have that all working. That's so cool. You can't... Yeah, I can't hit Shift C to enter. I tried the FENIX and it worked. Really? The iFLY doesn't work though? That's interesting. That's really interesting. Let's load the flight plan. Yeah, I've never had that problem before. That's really, really interesting. Okay, so we're gonna be... What are we today? We are Delta DAL 3143. Pop that in a flight number. We're expecting runway 8 right for departure. I will say this, BeyondATC has been jamming recently. Jamming really good with vectors and whatnot. I've been very impressed. The only thing, and I'm on an experimental build, the only thing that I've seen issues, or I've had issues with, is the fact that sometimes I won't get tower handoff. If it's like exiting a star, it seems like that's where it gets confused at. But vectors have been really, really good. I've been very, very impressed. So it looks like they've made some massive, massive improvements on that end of things. So props off to them. Let's see if they can continue to do that, and then what the final non-experimental version's like. So that should come out hopefully soon enough for everyone. 52. All right. Go on down here. Takeoff, flaps 5. CGs are set. V's are set. And let's see. There's no departure button, so we have to hit that on here. Departure. We're departing runway 8 right. That's expected at least. And we're going the pad departure with the Rafton transition into arrival runway 4 into Lexington this morning. Execute. Legs all looking grand. I think we're good to go. I think we're good to go. All right, that's set there. Let's go up top here. APU is good. Let's go to APU gens on. And we're going to go ahead and go to yaw damper on there. Fuel pumps are pumping. And that should be good. Let's go back over here then. We're going to go to menu, system page, disconnect this dude. That's all good. Let's go ahead and get our clearance from BeyondATC. Clearance here in Atlanta is 118 and a 1. Atlanta clearance, Delta 3143, ready for IFR to Lexington.
Delta 3143, Atlanta clearance cleared to Bluegrass, Paget to departure, wrapped in transition, then as filed. Maintain 5,000, departure frequency 1 tree point for 75, squawk 2162.
2162.
Cleared to Bluegrass. Paget 2 departure, raft in transition, then as filed. Maintain 5,000, departure frequency 133.475. Squawk 2162, Delta 3143.
Delta 3143, read back correct. Contact ground 121.9er when ready for push or start.
We'll contact ground 121.9er when ready for pushback or engine start.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Delta 3143, thanks.
So I need to combine. Uh-oh. What happened here? There used to be a combined profiles with Mobiflight, and I don't see it anymore. Rename. Oh, what the hell? They removed that? Add a new file.
Southwest 189
From existing file.
Tower 25325.
Mobiflight. And iFLY.
Over to Tower 25325. Southwest 189, take care.
Okay. Auto link. Run it. Okay, so I have to figure out, I gotta find a way to combine these profiles. There used to be a button in Mobiflight to combine profiles. I don't know what happened to it. I need P2 in the house. Huh. That's no good. Well. Alright. 4,000. What'd they say? 4,000? Yeah, 4,000 on departure.
Cross runway 8 right at Charlie.
And panel.
Charlie, Echo, Fox
Okay.
2, ramp 2W, Delta 1238.
Irishman, welcome on in. Thank you so much for all your help. Gave you a big shout out earlier to start off with. The Legend of Irishman. Oscar says, I can't even use my keyboard. I'd send you a video of what's going on. It's annoying. I really want to fly this plane. Yeah, send it in Discord. Do an exclamation point in Discord, and that should give you a link to the Discord, and pop it in there. See if someone can, see if I or someone else can help you with it. It's really interesting. Atlanta Ground, hello from Delta 3143. We're ready for pushback and engine start. That's very, very weird.
Delta 3143, Atlanta ground, pushback and engine start approved. Face north.
Face north. Will, welcome on in.
Approved, face north,
The
Delta
legend of
3143.
Will enters the house. The house that Will built. And we're going to face north. Release the parking brake, request and pushback commencing. Up here at the top, we're going to go APU bleed on. Ground power and engine number 2 is going to be firing on up. So yeah, I got to figure out why, or so I don't know, the other version of Mobiflight I used had a combine button. And this new version doesn't have the combine button. I got to find a way to combine both. So I have a profile for the, does this seem to be working now? No. I have a profile for the Max for my EFIS and FMC, and then I have a profile for the McDo. But they don't like each other right now. They no friends. No friends.
Pushback and engine start approved. Face north. Southwest 204.
Thomas says, I would love to do realistic flights on 2024, but on Xbox I can't even start engines, so on this or Airbus 8... Really? You can't start the engines? Really? I see you're showing off your Big 10. Listen, I got big energy here, man. Big energy. Just a lot of energy. I'm very confident in myself. Alright, let's go to engine. So actually gens 2 first. Let's go and start engine number 1. That was all luck, though. I didn't think I'd get 100% on the first flight. I honestly didn't think I'd get 100% on that first flight. I got very, very lucky. It all worked out really well. I got a 98 in APL because I came in too hot. I tell you what, it's nice not having the time of day change. It's nice not having that. So I was looking through the Just Flight's Discord for Fly the Line, and the dev doesn't seem to be interested in changing that feature. He says he wants that. He likes that feature because pilots have to follow a schedule. So that's what he wants, you know, sim pilots to do with the career mode. Doesn't seem like he's interested in changing that. So it is what it is. There's been enough voice of people saying they want to have that optional, and I get his aspect of it. But, you know, add the button. Add the button. The other thing is he is going to make some pretty big changes to the scheduling, apparently, to make it a lot more dynamic, a lot more flexible. So that's good to hear. But they have a bug build that's in beta testing right now. And then that should launch, hopefully, to the general public soon enough, including myself. I think he was saying he hopes it comes out this week, but, you know, stuff like that, you never really know. Never really know. I don't know what these buttons do, so I just click them on.
Right taxi via ramp 3E, Foxtrot, Hotel.
When in doubt,
Echo 1,
click them on.
204.
Atlanta ground, Delta 3143, ready to taxi to the active.
Delta 3143, runway 8 right taxi via ramp 3W, Foxtrot, Hotel, Echo, Echo 1.
Runway 8 right taxi via ramp 3W, Foxtrot, Hotel Echo Echo 1, Delta 3143.
Hotel Echo 1. That seems to be a confusing little thing. They want us to, like, backtrack? Okie dokie. Let's see. I'm surprised. Oh, sorry. My status is pending in New Sky for Fly Lex. Or Lex Fly. Didn't, I just checked it. I didn't see anything. Irishman says, I'm surprised you didn't jump on the award flight I put together. I love the certificate I chose for it, though. Yeah, I saw it this morning. I showed it off on the stream to start off with here this morning. Yeah, it looks good. Well, I didn't see the certificate, but I saw the 3 flights. So yeah, we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that on Sunday instead. Maybe we'll do that instead of the Canada flight. P2 might be mad. Let's see, Foxtrot. That's not a bad idea. They look like they're short flights, so that might not be a bad idea. So for Sunday, or maybe I can start it tomorrow. Not tomorrow, sorry, Friday. We'll see. We'll figure it out. We'll talk with P2 and see what's he want. So this is, I think it wants us to go around here, and then like backtrack. Because this is Hotel, and then it wants us to turn on to Echo 1. There's Hotel there, but it wants us to turn over here. This is what that other plane was doing. And then here's Hotel 1. Or X-Star Echo 1. Atlanta Tower, Delta 3143, holding short runway 8 right, ready to go. See how fast you can talk to it?
3143, Atlanta Tower, wind 055 at 9er, air nav to Rhone II.
Air nav.
Right, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff.
Runway 8 right,
Landing lights. Cool, great. Ooh, look at that. Delta coming in hot. Very nice. Alright, we're clear to RNAV Roni.
All aircraft be advised, information Foxtrot now current, altimeter 3.
Yeah, I've been very, very impressed with the vectors of BeyondATC recently. Like, this update has been spot on. The only criticism I have really is the tower handoff's been pretty crap. Very inconsistent. Stabilize the engines. Toga set. Alright, let's see if I know how to fly a Max again. Uh-oh. Auto throttle. Now Toga set. Alright, let's go flying, folks. We have a headwind here, so no major issues there. Let's bring out the radar. There's Ronin. Roni.
Ready to go. Runway 8 right. Delta 2052, runway.
Why is it that we've been having just crazy weather in Atlanta recently? Just like rain all the time. Cloudy, rainy. Is this typical? Typical in Atlanta? Hot Atlanta? Alright, gear going on up. Beautiful departure. Oh, look at that. Look at the cloud, you know, the sunshine coming through the clouds. It's freaking awesome. It's even better in Sim Update 3. Tell you that.
Delta 2052, Atlanta.
LNAV, VNAV, they're set.
5 at 7, arm to Rhone II, runway 8 right, cleared for takeoff.
We'll go 3-5 in the box because that's what they'll clear us up to.
Delta 2052.
Flaps coming up.
Delta 3143, contact Atlanta departure.
Contact Atlanta
And
departure,
flaps
Delta
1.
3143, see you. Atlanta departure, Delta 3143.
Full flaps up.
2900.
Delta 3143, Atlanta departure, radar
Oops.
contact, climb, maintain 17,000 feet.
17,000.
Maintain 17,000 feet, Delta 3143.
One thing about the Max is it just hauls ass out of airports. It's just hauls ass. It doesn't want to be on the ground anymore. Alright, almost at 5,000 already. Very, very good departure. This is a pretty short hop. It's 260 whatever nautical miles, so rather on the shorter side.
Atlanta departure, Delta 2052.
But I did a flight last night from, where was it? Pittsburgh? I don't remember where I departed from now. No, it wasn't Pittsburgh. What the hell was it? I don't know. Into Detroit. It wasn't Pittsburgh, though, I don't think. Alright, bring that nose down just a little bit. I still haven't given it any trim. Any trim. And I'm not, like, fighting the controls, either. It's the thing that people need to understand with the Maxes is that you don't need to be crazy with the trim. Just gentle. I know it's not fly-by-wire by any means, but you don't gotta be just aggressive with the trim. I think people over trim it when they come from like an Airbus. If they all have been flying as Airbus and jump on over to the Max, they think they gotta just go crazy with the trim. You really don't. All right, AP's on. And 10,000 feet. Landing lights are coming off.
Southwest 204, Atlanta departure, good day, radar contact, climb and maintain 13,000.
And then we're gonna go to off here. All right, cruising on out. Let's see what chat's got going on. I got you, no worry, or I got you, Will, no worries. Oh, Irishman's got that taken care of. Cool, fantastic. I mean, I can start the engine, but it can't move or go slow or fast there. Man, there's no medium. What happened? Thomas? Oh, okay, so you can start the engines, but it won't move? Oh, or it goes too slow or too fast. Well, I would say, is there some sort of key binding with, like, the parking brake? Maybe there's something going on with the parking brake? Will says, I am Dutch, Will, in New Sky. Will is Dutch, everyone. Nate, welcome on in. P2's back. Nova Scotia is a drought, so is Ontario. So P2, what say you? I was mentioning this to Irishman, but what say you on our group flights on Sunday for those that can join? I know I talked about initially starting our Canadian series, but how about we do the first flights tour that Irishman set up in New Sky? So like maybe we can all do our, because there are how many legs for that? Let me see. Go to My Airlines, go to Lex, and go to Awards, First Flights. There are 3 legs. We have O'Hare to Buffalo, Buffalo to Cincinnati, and then Cincinnati back to O'Hare. So how about we do the following? If you're cool with it, P2. How about, oh, you can't do it. You have visit, okay. So how about we do this? How about I'm gonna do leg 1 on my own. That's a long one, it's 410 nautical miles. Or maybe I'll do that tomorrow on, no, not tomorrow on stream. Friday. I'll do that Friday. I'll do, the Chicago to Buffalo on stream Friday. And then on Sunday, for those who have the time, we can do Buffalo to Cincinnati, and then Cincinnati to O'Hare. How about that? We'll do those 2 flights on Friday, or on Sunday. We'll do those 2 flights on Sunday, and then on Friday I'll do the first flight on the stream here. How about them apples? I think we'll get it figured out. Let's see, Maddie, welcome in. Hello everyone. You have 5 passengers back there, need to land again. There is no, can we add, oh yeah, Will. Pop some suggestions in the list. Yeah, add it to the list. Add it to the list. We definitely got to have some Europe flights in there for sure. Hey, P2. What happened to the combined profiles in Mobiflight? Like, I don't see it anymore. Do you know where it is? There used to be a button in file, and then it used to be here like combine, but that seems to be long gone, unless it's in here somewhere. Yeah, I don't see it here either. So if you happen to know, let me know where the combine button is. I have two different so I have this one here. This is for my FCU and EFIS, and this one here is for my McDo. But I want to combine them together. The plus button. Well, I have that here, but they don't work together. Like if I have to switch them over. Right, so now, right now my McDo should work. No, the McDo doesn't work anymore at all. But this works. Yeah. So McDo's not working at all now. You make tabs for each device, then save the whole thing as a profile. It's a new Mobiflight thing. Okay, so you make tabs, so you make these tabs here, and then you save it. Now it's tabs. So you're saying it should be working here? So like oh, okay, that's working. Oh, okay, never mind, it's working. Never mind. Okay, so then I have to save this as a profile, right? Is that what you're saying? So now that it's like this, it has both of those two loaded. I just have to save it as a custom profile. So I'm going to save as Max McDo and FCU. Save. And now auto load it. Okay. Okay. I think that's good. I'm gonna refactor my profile to separate each device in this tab. Okay, okay. You can combine profiles with AI manually if it isn't working out. Okay, okay, okay. Interesting. I wonder why they did that. I suppose it makes sense if you have multiple devices. It's not just one massive profile with all this crap. You can easily just hit a tab. I see. I guess that makes sense. Okay, thank you. Thanks, was it Nate, right? Nate and P2 gave me the tips. Thank you both. Alright, we're getting ready to leave the star soon. Or sorry, the SID, and there's no star into... So this will be an interesting test into Lexington. Into Kentucky. We have no star. As of right now, I'm expecting runway 4 into the airport. 1-4. 104. Not 1-4, just 4. Alright, so we're gonna go 1101 on the radios. It's a pretty short hop again. 1101 on the radio. Cool. And then course is gonna be 46. Okay, that's set in there. And the minimums are 1169. $11.69. Whoop, way too far. Way too far again. Jesus, come on now. Alright, 1169, good, grand, beautiful. And then, let's go over here, go to menu, performance, show landing, copy it. It's dry weather in Lexington. The wind is 300 at 03. The temperature is a blistering 25 degrees, and the altimeter is 3027. It is nice having that back too with APL. Oh man. Flaps 3, AC on, anti-ice off, and then max 1 for the brakes. Show a route, all operational, and no non-configs. 140 says we don't have enough runway to land, we're all gonna die.
Contact Atlanta Center 121.35 Delta 3143.
In the Netherlands, we have Eham and Amsterdam. Great hub to fly in and to. Oh yeah, Amsterdam. Yeah, that'd be fun. Do some routes around Amsterdam for sure. That'd be fantastic. Fantastic.
Delta 3143, Atlanta Center, roger.
Roger. So yeah, like I said earlier about flying line, like I love it. I think it's great. I'm still concerned about longevity. I don't know if they're going to add more features to that, but we're going to put it on a hold until the next update comes out, which might be this week. We'll give it a shot, give some flight, get a flight in, get a couple flights into it, and then they're going to be doing some work with the scheduling to make it more dynamic. I really feel that what it's missing is a leaderboard. I really feel that's what they're missing, honestly. If they add a leaderboard in there, I think it would be very competitive with APL. Extremely competitive with APL. Obviously, they need to get more routes in it and more airlines and that kind of jazz, but I think it'd be very competitive to APL. As of right now, the longevity award definitely goes to APL by far because of that leaderboard. And some would argue that On Air has the better longevity overall because it's more of a grind and it takes longer time to get where it needs to get to. But I don't want that grind. and Master Copy to watch out because we're back in the. Oh no! Guess what? This flight's not even counting with APL because Idiot Joe forgot to turn on. Son of a gun! I forgot to turn on FSU IPC after I restarted the sim. Well, you're one again, Master Copy. You're one again. I was gonna say I'm gonna start catching you, but nope. That sucks. Oh well. That's life. Let's see. P2 says, getting technical here, so bear with me. The Mobiflight JSON format is so stupid. It doesn't create objects with the device as a key. Rather, it creates each setting as an object, then adds the device as an aperture into each object. Who thought of this? Yeah. Well, so I think Mobiflight seems to be very so what's the other one called? There's shoot. What's that other one that you can like program all your peripherals with? It's very complex, but I feel it's more dynamic. SPAD next, right? There I only looked at it once, but it looks like it's more dynamic. Mobiflight seems to be limited in its capabilities, but I think Mobiflight's more user-friendly, where you just drop and drag stuff in and it works just fine. Where SPAD is a bit more aggressive, I feel. A bit more aggressive. Irishman says, at least the new Sky can always consistently make more money. That is fair. Chip, welcome in. Yeah, entered in Fahrenheit, not Celsius. Yeah, I can't always get it working right. And like I have it set here for Fahrenheit or for Celsius, and sometimes it just won't switch back over to it. So I just say the hell with it. Either way, the landing rate's the same. The V speeds are the same. Irishman says it's laid back. Yeah, that's the plus side about News Guide. It is very laid back. There's really no major, requirements and all that jazz. I feel like I said earlier, I think it was yesterday or the day before, like News Guide is I feel it's much easier to obtain 100% score than On Air, and for sure fly the line. For sure fly the line. It's damn near impossible.
Turn right, heading 275, climb and maintain
I have created a script to format all of this, working with AI now. Oh, very nice. SPAD next. Yep, SPAD is good, but I find it hard to use with... Yeah, that's the thing. The SPAD is I looked at it once, and, you know, it's like $60 or something like that. It's a reasonable price for what it offers. But you look at Mobiflight, which is completely free, that survives off of paid, you know, donations, which is really cool, which I need to donate. I need to give them like $5. That's what I need to do. Give them $5. I was going to the other day, or last week, and I just forgot about it, but I need to. It's an incredible program. Although I got a bunch of flack when I posted in their Discord once. I was asking a question about something. I don't remember what it was. And they pretty much called me an idiot without actually using those words. I was like, okay, maybe I'll just kind of be able to keep being a lurker here. I don't know if I belong here. Major, what are you in? Welcome in, Major. I'm in the Max, the 737 Max, on our way to Lexington, left Atlanta. Welcome in, Major. I'm going to be adding more awards today as well. Very nice, Irishman. I'm excited. Thank you so much for putting it. You know, well, round of applause for Irishman. He's taken New Sky under his wings, and he's done a lot of work to it. A lot of work. The only thing I did was add in the routes that P2, the airports and routes that P2 and Irishman both suggested, and then added in, you know, a handful of planes. We still got to get the 350s in there. We still got to get the 777s and the EJETs and the CRJs and the PMDG 737s. Like, there's a lot of work to be done. A lot of work to be done. We'll get there, though. We'll get there. It's cool to see, like, the start of an airline like that. It's always cool to see, like, the groundbreaking, the start of it. Alright, runway 4, which means this is our interception there for the final. So it's going to be very interesting to see what BeyondATC does. Here's our top of descent, at least as of right now. I think we should be descending sooner, though. Personally. Will says, can I win Lex his alpha stick? Or his alpha yoke? I have my alpha. What I heard is P2's gonna give me another. He's gonna give me his alpha, and then we're gonna put 2 alphas here. I'm gonna do a hand fly. That's how smooth of a captain I can be with the yoke. You can't do that with a stick. Can't dual handle a stick. Nope. Is it the 767 or 787? The 737. 737 Max. Same size? No. Well, so the 787's a long haul. That's the Dreamliner, right? The 767 is like more of the long hauls. The 737 is more domestic stuff. So it's not as long. Doesn't carry as many passengers. Doesn't have as much fuel compared to like the 757, 747, 787. Yeah, my routes changed based on passengers' demand. It's what drives the economy. Oh, interesting. When alphas really love each other, they make a WinWing. Oh, boy. I don't even know how to respond to that. See, here's the thing. WinWing needs to come out with their own affordable yoke. Imagine if they come out with a yoke. I know they're coming out with the 737 yoke, but like, imagine they come up with an affordable Alpha, Turtlebeach, Thrustmaster kind of yoke, the middle kind of ground. I would buy it in a heartbeat. I would buy a yoke, a WinWing yoke, in a heartbeat from them. Their quality has been fantastic. It'd be interesting to see if they're working on it. I wonder if they would.
Delta 3143, Atlanta Center, expect radar vectors, runway 4.
We'll expect radar vectors runway 4 at Delta 3143. In Lex's world, 2 alphas equals a Mosa. I really do want the Moza yoke. I really do. But that's $1,000. That's ridiculous for me to spend. I don't have that money, but it's ridiculous. Well, see, like I would have to sell my yoke, my pedals, my Honeycomb Bravo, and probably something else to make up for it. Probably a lot more than that, because I think the Alpha you can sell for like $100 now. Well, at least the version I have. I have the older version. I think I'm gonna ask for a descent. Well, 80. Well, we're still got a little bit of ways to go. Yeah, I think we have a little bit of ways to go yet. Oscar says it wouldn't let me send the video because it's larger than the 10 limit. Oh, interesting. Yeah, that's a restriction from Discord. That's a restriction from Discord. If you can like drop it into like OneDrive or Google Drive or something like that and then send the link in there, just make sure you have it set so that anyone can look at the link. P2 says I need Moza's 8th B9 base yoke. Make sure there is a way to make it happen. Moza is trying to sell their yoke module, which is why they aren't making it. Moza is trying to sell their yoke mod. Oh, so the other developers make it? One thing that I think is nice about the stick versus yoke is that you don't pay for the whole new mount every time. Stick versus yoke mount. What are you talking about mount? The Honeycomb is like all one just thing. That there's no like think about the Moza. The Moza, yeah, you can take off the yoke and put in a new one. Like, yeah, you can really do that. But you can do the same thing with joysticks too, though. You can do the same thing with joysticks, for sure. You know, because like there are 1,000 different sticks out there. The bases would be the same, but like yeah, there's 1,000 different sticks out there. You can swap them out with. So you can buy like you can buy the Thrustmaster base, but then buy a Verpal stick, you know? P2's heading to Numidian.
3027. Expect the visual approach runway 4 Delta 3143.
I guess we're... Oh, here we go.
Descend and maintain 3000.
All right, 3,000 in the box.
Delta 3143.
There we go, in the box, and then we're starting our descent. Did you make up your mind on livery scheme? Oh yeah, purple and blue, purple and the teal. So like you see in the thumbnails, I can send you the color. Well, I don't have any specific colors. I just kind of look at the color purple and blue and make it happen. But like you see the thumbnails and even let's see, how do I show it? Oh, I know. Even this, let me show you. You know, like this one, you got the teal up there at the top, and then we got the purple on the bottom of the plane. So on the plane logo at the top, you got the teal and then the purple at the bottom. That one, that's the colors. So it should be the same. I dropped the logos in the New Sky. I think it was New Sky. So you should be able to get the colors from there. Let's see. Can swap from Hornet to Thunderbolt. Oh yeah. One base. Well, in theory, that's what Moza is going to be as well. In theory, that's how Moza is going to be. So Moza has it so you can take off the yoke and then plop on a different one. If it takes off, that's obviously what the plan would be. Again, it depends though if Moza's module actually takes off. It takes off. It's funny. Sticks, bases, make it easy to swap sticks. Yeah. The purple for sure. P2 says he agrees a major. Let's see. Oscar's got it. Sean, welcome in. My point is I can bolt the Thrustmaster base to something and never remove it. Well, and I for the most part do the same thing though. Like my Alpha, unless I'm playing some game that I need my desktop for, my Alpha is just on my desk and I have my keyboard on top of that. Now I do love, when it comes to side sticks, I love that my desk just looks less cluttered because I don't have this big old honkin' Alpha on top of my desk. My desk is definitely more, it looks less cluttered. I will say that. And I love the more ergonomical look of the setup. I definitely agree with that point for sure. Just uploaded it to general. Oh, works in general and not in screenshots? That's interesting. Yeah, it's in Discord. I think it was a New Sky. Who was asking for it? I don't know, someone was asking for it. Let's see, spoilers going to be disarmed here. We're making our descent into Lexington. I think today's going to be just a one flight. I would probably have enough to do a second flight, just barely, but I think we're going to do one flight. One flight today. Tomorrow we're going to do, well, I might, I don't know, I said that today I was going to take today off, but I might take tomorrow off. We'll play that game again. If I'm going to stream or not tomorrow, I'm not sure. Oh, okay, you sent the link in generals. Got it. Okay, cool. So if anyone has any tips, take a look at that video, and we can see if we can help out Oscar. Yeah, my only thing is, like, I wonder if it's parking brakes. Adam, welcome in. I went back to APL, fly the line just for whatever reasons, just doesn't scratch the itch for me, even though it technically gives you more freedom. As a senior first officer, I just grind it so hard. Oh, yeah. Well, see, yeah, that's the thing. I really feel the biggest thing that fly the line's missing, I'm going to go ahead and do custom descent here. I don't think we're descending fast enough. I'm going to bring our speed back too. I feel like the biggest thing with Fly the Line right now is I don't know if there's really going to be a great end game. You know, the end game is no doubt the leaderboard with APL. No doubt. We're going to exit to the right here in Lexington, probably at Golf or Alpha 6. Yeah, so probably Golf or Alpha 6. But yeah, the leaderboard definitely is the biggest selling point, I feel, with APL. Yeah, obviously there's a lot of great things about it, but I feel that's probably the big selling point. Fly the Line, the big selling point is that whole, you know, career, the human aspect of things, you know, so your mental health, your physical health, the social aspect, you know, the money about buying a house and buying stuff, right? The Sims, quote unquote, kind of feature. I think it's great. I think it's amazing to have that kind of as a feature. But I also feel that after 40 hours, I've unlocked damn near everything. Within another 10 hours, so within 50 hours, I have everything done. You know, so I feel it's limited. Unless they plan on adding another, you know, you can buy a new house or something like that. I feel like that aspect is lost. You know, because like I'll be able to make so much money over time and have nothing to spend it on, realistically. But I think it's great. I still think it's an incredible program, and the developers should be very, very happy for what they've done. Because I still recommend it. I'd recommend people try it. Between APL and Fly the Line, I think we have two great one-time purchase products we can try and enjoy, right? And they're reasonably priced. And not everyone will be able to get it done like I did. You know, not everyone has the time to commit like I did. I put the 40 hours into it in a, you know, whatever, a week and a half or so. Some people, like PT was talking about it, I think it was yesterday, where he doesn't have as much time to do flying, right? And so if you don't have that time, well, clearly you're not going to be able to make it to where I made it to in a week and a half. It may take you a month. It might make it 2-3 months. Who knows? Major says, there used to be a bird strike in MSFS. Is that still a thing? There's that freeware one that recently came out, I think, that has like the fires on the engines or something. I don't have any interest in that stuff. I don't. I fly to recreate, traditional aviation. I don't fly to recreate disasters. I don't fly for failures. I don't fly for that stuff. That's not my purpose of flying. I enjoy this here. I enjoy taking off, setting up the plane. I enjoy the, monitoring the instruments during cruise. I enjoy the landing and then taxiing on it. That's what I enjoy with my simulator. I understand some people want to have failures. I get it. Totally get it. The randomness, the real world aspect of it. I totally get that. I don't see the need for the fire stuff and whatever, but it's free, so good for them to making something free. Obviously, there's a market for it and people want it. I understand why people want it. It does add that realism aspect to it. Bird strikes, like you said. But I just don't. I have no interest in that stuff. Okay, so I'm curious if we're going to get that vector over to the left here. So we do need to get over to SAP. Yeah, SAP. I just wish APL, I didn't have to wait a week to apply to a different airline. Yeah, see, and that's the great thing, Adam, about Fly the Line, is you can jump whenever the hell you want. You can jump to whatever airline your heart desires at any point. And that's the beauty. The beauty. Even if APL offered you the option to get out of the contract early by paying, $200 or whatever it be, whatever the price would be, like have it available as an option. Terminate your contract, jumped over to a different airline, but you got to pay a penalty, right? I think that'd be really cool to have. So it might actually have us go up to Lexington VOR up here and then swing around. That's what I'm thinking it might do. We're going to see what happens. Failures happen all the time. Just got to know how to deal with them. I don't know. Just feels there's much point in doing... Hold on. I just don't feel there's much point in just doing a takeoff, turning autopilot, and not flying at all. Well, and that's your, that's your viewpoint, right? Some people do train sim, and I don't see the point in that. You're on a track. There's nowhere to go but that track. You're giving it power and not giving it power. You have to know where to stop. You have to know how to back up. But people do that. But they enjoy it. That's their hobby. That's what they enjoy doing. For me, I enjoy learning the aspects of a plane. I enjoy trying to remember all the different things of each different plane. Being able to jump from an iFLY to a FENIX to a CRJ to an EJET to a 777. And know comfortably where all your instruments are and know how each system works differently from one plane to another and how to start up procedures different from one plane to another, right? That's what I enjoy when I fly. Adam says, great idea. Yeah, I think an early termination would be really cool. Make it realistic enough, enough, quote unquote, to where you're still paying a penalty, because I feel you should be paying a penalty, right? It's important to pay a penalty from leaving it early. It's just no different than like when you do, the 5 flights per week or the 10, or no, is it 10 flights per week or the 5 hours per week? No different than that. Like if you don't achieve that goal, you get that penalty. You lose the money. And Fly the Line has that penalty too once you unlock the feature where if you do like a bonus, I'm gonna hit whatever the bonus goal is. If you accept it and you miss it, well, you're gonna pay that penalty. I think those are cool things to have in the sim. Oh, at least in those career modes. So what do you do if you have a hydraulic failure? I don't have hydraulic failures because I don't have failures. So I do nothing because I don't have them. Because realistically, there are how many flights a day in the world And how many of those flights actually have issues? Very minimal. The majority of the issues planes have, honestly, is late departures or arrivals, or passengers sick on the plane, or the passengers themselves causing a problem. The chances of hydraulics, the landing lights, the gear not coming down, the flaps not working, is so limited now with modern aviation. So limited. It happens, yeah, it does happen for sure, but it's so rare that it happens. I don't need to simulate that. I don't want to simulate that. I have no interest in simulating that, so I don't simulate it. But again, I understand why people do. I totally understand why people do, because there is a chance of it happening. There's the Comanche. The Comanche from A2A, right? They have, and some other planes have this too, but the Comanche is really, really good at it, where if the engine gets too hot during, as you're flying, right, they'll have an engine failure. The engine will just turn off, or you may not have enough power. It has failures like that, which I love. The same with startup. If you don't start it up properly, the engine will. The Kodiak has that, where if you don't get the engine started up properly, it will. I love the sound. So like, I love those aspects of it. And that's the most realism I want with failures, personally. But again, I understand why some people want the other stuff. Totally get it. I don't. All right, looking good here. All right, it's having us go here, so I'm thinking we're going to be vectoring around. I don't think it's lost us at this point, because it didn't tell us we're cleared for ILS or anything. It said the visual 4. Let's see. Adam says, by the way, shouldn't say this, but just so everyone knows, I'm in the EJET beta for the new autopilot. It looks really good. Can't wait for everyone to see it. Oh, that's awesome, Adam. Congratulations, by the way. I put my application in. They didn't like me, apparently. But I would love to be part of it. I really would. I absolutely love the EJET. I flew the hell out of it. I've flown it here in 2024. It's a great plane. I love the developers. I think they're very passionate what they do. I know they got a lot of grief from the community, with the VNAV stuff, but I understand how complicated it is. I understand they're a small team. So I'm looking forward to what they come out with. I'm very much looking forward to what they come out with. The videos they showed looks really, really awesome. And I'm a huge fan of the EJET. I've been on the EJET a couple times now, and I'm a super huge fan of it. I think it's awesome. Awesome plane. And once it comes out for 2024, and once it's, once the final version's out, it's going to be a great plane. It's going to be used a lot here on the stream. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. I love the flight model, the way it flies in 2024. Oh man, it's a dream. Old Fashioned, thanks for the subscription. Thanks for coming on in. Oscar says, some people like helicopters, balloons, GA, and Microsoft Flight Sim, and career mode. I'm more of airliners, short routes, different strokes for different folks. Beautifully said, Oscar. Yep, different strokes for different folks. For sure. I'm a short haul too. I love short haul. Master Copy knows that. He makes fun of me. I like the 300 nautical miles and under. That's my kind of flying. We're really low here. Well, I think I might have... I was expecting a vector over to the left, which I think in real life should have happened. But I don't know. We'll see what BeyondATC does. Hoping it didn't lose us. This would be a terrible thing. Because I said earlier that it's made some really good progress, it seems like. Let's see. It's just disappointing to see so many people wasting their time and learning absolutely how to handle their own aircraft or actually fly, just relying on a computer to fly them. That's incorrect, Major. I think that's incorrect. In my eyes, I think it's incorrect. Yeah, the autopilot's handling the cruise, right? But I know how to hand fly this plane. I'm comfortable at hand flying this plane. I'm comfortable at trimming this plane. The FENIXes, the A320s, they are fly-by-wire. So for the most part, you don't even need AP, right? Other than wind and turbulence that's causing the plane to move around more, you stick the plane where you want to, and the plane will do that automatically, without autopilot. Giving it minor tweaks here and there. Yeah, but yeah, I don't. No one's wasting their time. You know how much time I spent learning The 737, I put countless hours into learning this system, and I still don't know how to properly do it. I still don't know how to do fixes in this damn thing, right? But I have hours and hours and hours into the 737, between the MAX and the PMDG 737, right? I put hours into the FENIX, hours into the CRJ, the EJET, right? Hundreds of hours into all these different planes. And I can hand fly all of those planes just fine. Just fine. Can't wait for all the short hops. I love short hops. I absolutely love short hops. My thing with flying is I love the takeoff and landings. That's what I love, and that's why I love short hops the most, because it allows me to do just those. It allows me to just focus on those. And then, you know, we have these, what is this, 42 minutes, 45 minutes worth of cruising, right? So like if I'm not streaming, I'm watching something in the background. I'm watching another stream, or I'm watching a movie, a TV show, a meeting, dinner, whatever it be, something like that, right? Old Fashioned says, have a great flight, mate. Be back later. Thanks for coming on in. Appreciate it. Thanks for the subscription as well. Okay, so we'll see what's going to happen here, because this is the Lexington VOR right up here. So we're going to see if BeyondATC is going to vector us around, or did it just lose us? There's a chance. There's always that chance. And again, I'm on the experimental version branch, so, you know, this is things that happen. Alright, we got 4 nautical miles out. The airport is up here on the left. Somewhere. Right. The hell is the airport? Right here?
Delta 3143, turn left, heading 255, vectors for the approach.
255.
Turn left, heading
Left.
255, Delta 3143.
Alright, so there's our vectors. Heading select 255. So yeah, so it is bringing us all the way to the VOR, and it's vectoring us around. Which again, wouldn't happen in real life. We should have gotten direct to snap here. Or what I keep saying snap, but it's SAP. SAP. What I learned more from 2024 is learning how to troubleshoot my PC. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? I'm stuck with the iFLY, though. I love 2024, but it takes like 2 hours to set up things to work properly. Yeah, you know, and it's a shame. It's a shame. 2024 was, you know, talked about being this plane of, I mean, the sim of ease, and how everything should have been transferred easily and all that jazz, and that's not how it all worked out. And here we are almost a year later, and we're almost there. We have some opportunities still, but we're almost there. We're making progress. So, hoping that the year of 2026 will be the year of 2024 flight simming. But we know what happened. We likely know what happened. Microsoft probably pushed us over to get it out the door. It probably should have been called Flight Sim 2025. Should have been coming out probably around this time now. You know, or November, or whatever. But we are where we are with it now. P2 says, okay, I think I got segregated Mobiflight profiles already. The only problem is the FCU and are not present on hardware by WinWing when it comes to quick. Interesting. Well, here I'm having a problem, P2. And here's my problem. My McDo's not working. It's up here, but it's not. Let me see. Let me go down here. Let me scroll. Bring the screen down. Let me see. The buttons are working, but the screen's not displaying anything. Oh, interesting. Yeah, my screen's like stuck on a screen. What if I stop it and run it again? And the screen's like stuck. It's stuck on the screen right now. Oh, that's restarting. Maybe it's fixing itself. We're not.
Delta 3143, turn left, heading 215.
Turn
Left 215.
215 Delta 3143.
Yeah, I don't like this vector. I don't like this one at all. Because you sleep with it under your pillow. I haven't used McDo with the Max. I don't offer cross airliner warranty, so I don't offer cross warranty on my Mobiflight profiles. That's great. I like that.
Delta 3143, turn right, heading 350, intercept the 4 localizer.
350.
350.
Intercept the localizer.
Localizer, Delta 3143.
I'm going to 250 in the box. 350. Intercept the localizer. That's a tight turn. Intercept the localizer. And we're going to go down. Not that hard though. 1000. Okay, that should work. It's going to be a tight turn here, folks. Let's get flaps down 1 notch. Let's go 180 on the speed. Alright, localizer's captured. Because you sleep with it under your pillow. I like that. If you could only fly one add-on forever, what would it be? Oh my gosh, that is... If you had asked me before the FENIX update came out, I would say the iFLY. I think I did say the iFLY. But with the big FENIX update... yeah, with the big FENIX update... Ooh, boy.
Delta 3143, airport is at your 2 o'clock, 12 miles. Report the field in sight.
That's a very difficult question to ask now. That's a very difficult question to ask with the iFLY. I mean, with the big FENIX update. Oh, the hell? There's the field. Okay. We have the field in sight, Delta 3143.
Delta 3143, cleared visual approach runway 4.
Alright, clear for the visual.
Approach for Delta 3143.
Man.
Delta 3143, contact Lexington Tower 119.1.
Contact tower
Oh,
119.
I don't know how to answer that question. P2 says the default 712. Or sorry, the 172. Wow. 172. A220. Oh man, I want that A220 so bad. If any devs out there listening, I want to be part of the beta team for that plane. Oh man, I would love to fly that plane. The 220, I'm so excited for. I hope it's as good as we're banking on. I want that 220. Oh, that 220 is gonna be awesome. That 220 is gonna be the one plane maybe that steers me away from. Well, hopefully the EJET and the 220 don't come up at the same time. That's gonna be a damn shame. Because I want to fly both of those planes. Oh, gotta get gear down. Oh man, mine is the CRJ. Really, the CRJ? The CRJ is awesome. No, I love the CRJ. I think it's a great plane. I'm so happy to have the new version that came out. Its hand flies like a dream. It's a fun plane. I flew the hell out of that CRJ when it came to 2020. When it first came out, I flew the hell out of that plane. A lot of fun. A lot of fun. Man. I don't know. The FENIX is really good. It's hard for me to say the Max right now. It is really difficult. Oof. I'm going to say man, I don't want to say anything. Spoilers are armed. Alright. Let's try to focus on this landing first, and then I'll make my the big reveal. The one thing that Fly the Line has really helped me with, though, is try to aim for that landing touchdown better. The landing touchdown zone. Like before, I just kind of have it as a guidance. Now I actually have it as a point of reference that I need to focus more on. Alright, we got 2 whites right now, but we're saying we're on the glide slope, so I'm not sure who's lying. One of these two were not like the other. I feel like our glide slope's lying to us. I feel like the Pappies are correct. Yeah, this looks about right. It's so much different flying than Max. Because it has a lot more input you give it for the arrival. Or and takeoff, but definitely for the arrival. Alright, we gotta get the center line. We're using New Sky. We gotta get that 100 again. Or a 10, I guess it is.
100. Glide slow. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Flare it gently. Oh my lord, the butter, baby. 122. The butter was real. Real butter. Real center line. And I'm missing gates at this airport. Alright. Oh, didn't we flew in here before and we were missing gates. Now I remember this airport. I thought I had an add-on for this. I don't. This is default. Alright, welcome to Lexington.
Delta 3143, exit right at Delta.
Wow, that felt damn good.
Exit right at Delta.
That felt
Delta
damn good.
3143.
Whew. That is... Man. Man, oh man. Okay, I'm going iFLY. I'm going iFLY. After that landing, how smooth that was, I'm going iFLY all the way. Whew. Yeah, my go-to plane, if I can only fly one plane, if all of the other ones disappeared, it's iFLY. Why does this airport not have... I don't have an add-on here. Why does this not have a terminal? What the hell? This is default broken flight sim. That's so weird. Alright. Oh, we gotta keep taxi lights on. Oh man, hopefully I'm gonna get dinged on that one, aren't I? APL's gonna ding me for sure. Damn. Alright, that was good. That was damn good. I wonder why this airport... if anyone else has the opportunity to go into Lexington real quick and see if their see if theirs is broken too. I'm just curious. Got an email from Just Flight. Let me see what they said. I'll check it here in a second. I put a support ticket about Air Canada not working. They said they were going to pass it off to the developer. In my last email they gave me. Alright, we're going to park right here. Parking brake is set. Let's go over here to the side. We're going to go to menu, system page, electric on. Up here at the top, we go to on there. And then external power is on. Go on down here. Actually, hold on. That's off already. Okay, cool. Go down here. Engine cutoff switches. We'll get rid of BeyondATC. And just waiting. I don't have APL capturing this flight, unfortunately, because I was an idiot. But we have New Sky. And New Sky. Why didn't it pop up? Okay, let's close the flight. You sure you want to close the flight? Yes. We got a 10 with New Sky. 10 with New Sky. Let's bring it up on the screen here. Whoosh. Atlanta to Lexington. Another 10. Another 10. At 22 feet per minute. Normal. Everything in the range. Everything's good. Another 10, folks. Another 10. 2 back-to-back 10s. Looking pretty good. Making some good money. We left, or hold on. Scheduled at 13:45. We left at 13:55. We left 10 minutes late. But we don't get dinged on that apparently, so that's cool. That's a good flight. What did APL say? Let's check APL. Or not APL, sorry. What Volanta said. Volanta was a -77. Jesus, the butter today. -77. Hot diggity damn. Where the hell's... What's going on here? Where's our... Where are we at? Alright, here we go. Here's Lexington. And our touchdowns was right there. Oh yeah, that's right within the touchdown zone for sure. For sure. Yeah, for sure. It was right there. Very good. Well, that was a good flight. A very, very good flight. It sucks that I didn't have APL working. What else you got here? Big FENIX update in 2024 Saver because I really want to fly the Boeing iFLY and now I have to rebound. Yeah, we got to figure out your max issue. That's really weird. Howling all over. I've flown at least 1,000 hours since the update. 1,000 hours? No way. In the FENIX? Wait, that can't be right. That's impossible. 1,000 hours? There's not 1,000 hours in the week since it's been out. Well, how long's it been out? 2 weeks? I'm not even sure. Pappy's Lie. True, I definitely got better at landing. I love the FENIX, but I personally love the hands-on approach of the iFLY and the CRJ. Yeah, for sure. Sent the new profile. Oh, nice. Perfect. Oscar says, okay, it's definitely not my only sim because I tried LaGuardia and Denver last night and the same issues. Just jetway spawned in the middle of nowhere. Oh, interesting. Can't walk on the runway. There is so much butter. No, the CRJ. Oh, let's see. Okay. Yeah, the CRJ is a great plane. Is a great plane. This Max is freaking awesome, though. This Max is a pleasure to fly. I think if I only had one plane, it would be the iFLY Max. It's just it hand flies really nicely. The developer seems very passionate about it. It looks gorgeous. The Boris sound pack default with it is a plus. But that FENIX with the big FENIX update is a freaking, both of them. You can't go wrong with either plane. It comes down to what you personally like to fly. You know, do you personally like to fly the Boeing planes or do you like to fly the Airbus planes? And that's really what it comes down to, right? It comes down to also the automation, which was mentioned. You know, which one of those two planes, you know, how much automation do you want with it, I guess, is also the big thing. And that's, you know, in the video I made, I love the more manual approach with the Boeings. I feel like I'm more involved with the Boeing when I fly, you know, the iFLY compared to the FENIX. The FENIX, though, brings that different aspect of trying to figure out how to get a smoother landing, where I feel like I can get pretty good smooth landings consistently with the iFLY than I can with the FENIX. And that's just more of the fly-by-wire aspect of it, right? That's playing into it, understanding how the plane's reacting. And they made tremendous grounds and improvements, apparently, with the flight dynamics to where it's a lot more realistic with the big FENIX update compared to the previous update. And, you know, V1, who is a real-world pilot, has commended and said how much more realistic it feels. And so that makes me feel even more comfortable in that my landings have definitely gotten better with the big FENIX update, for sure. But that's going to end today's stream. Thanks, everyone, for coming in today. A lot of fun, really cool flights. And I don't know, I probably won't redo this flight tonight. I was going to say I was going to redo the flight so I can have it tracked in APL, but I probably won't. I'll probably just skip this flight and the next one. The next one's like 500 and something nautical miles. Actually, maybe I'll do that tonight. I might be able to do that flight tonight. It's, oh, it's actually LaGuardia to Charleston. So, I might do that one. Oh, that's almost 600 nautical miles. That's a pretty long flight. We'll see what time I get off work and see how I'm feeling. I might do that one tonight. Not on stream, of course, but we'll see. And then tomorrow, we'll see if I'm on the stream or not. Tomorrow morning. So we'll play tomorrow again by the ear. I'm going to plan on not. I'm really going to plan on not doing it. not on streaming tomorrow morning. But we'll see everyone on Friday for sure. We're going to at least do 2 flights on Friday. We're going to try to do the 350. And I'm excited to do that plane because it's been a bit since we've done it. We're going to see how the performance works out with some of the tweaks I made on my system. And I'm excited to see how that looks as well. I will definitely do the shader compiling first before we do the live stream, so that y'all don't have to wait and watch it do that. Hopefully we don't have any WASM crashes, knock on wood. And we'll see everyone on Friday. Take care. Thanks everyone for coming in, and we'll see you next time.